Hello ladies and gentlemen, once again I am back with a video on the GPD XD. I was asked recently about what games I might suggest for the GPD, and thinking about it, I didn't have any specific games per se, but what crossed my mind is the main reason I wanted this thing so desperately when I found out about it was because of course, physical controls. Now, the best games that I love to play, ones that I've wanted to play so badly on the go, are games like Super Mario Brothers and RPGs. And those are the two things I'm going to suggest the most for this. RPGs can be played on a touch screen with an emulator, no problem, because they're not so fast-paced that it's going to make much of a difference, but you can take your PlayStation on the go. And that's one thing that makes this console the best to me, is just knowing that I can take my PlayStation on the go. Now, aside from that, I really enjoy old school side-scrolling games, but with a touchscreen, it's almost impossible to do well. I always die, I always fall in holes, it's hard to push, run, and jump at the same time, which of course with physical controls, you can. And that's, again, what makes this console by far my favorite. In one of my comments recently, somebody said that they were looking at getting one of these. They wanted one, but they wanted the Nvidia Shield tablet K1 because it was better. Now, I looked into it, and Nvidia, for their consoles that I know of, make a higher powered machine. Now, the problem I have with it is simply this. It's not very portable. The thing's pretty bulky. I'm not giving specific size here in comparison, but I imagine it's about so big. And I wanted something for portability. So, naturally, bam. Closes up, you can take it with you, fits right in your pocket, comes with a sleeve. It's great for on-the-go gaming that works better with controls. The games that I prefer to play on the GPD on the go are games that run better with physical controls. Side-scrollers are the #1 thing. RPGs, RPGs, not a big deal because they're a little bit slower paced, but first-person shooters are also really nice to have physical controls with, because you know the controls. You know that you're going to run around, look around, shoot, throw grenades, shoot, what have you. And this console makes it really nice. Games like Dead Trigger and Modern Combat 5 run really well with this control set, but the on-screen controls are almost as good. So I personally would suggest this for people who want to play games like fighting games. Fighting games work so much better with physical controls when being emulated. I know there's a lot of fighting games, maybe not a lot. There's a handful of fighting games that were built for Android that run really well because the interface was designed specifically for it and the game was built with Android touchscreen in mind. But a short list of games that I've been enjoying on here would have to be Rune Factory 4 for the DS. I've been really enjoying Advance Wars. I love that game. There's a handful of Final Fantasy games on here that are really fun for the DS. Pokemon for the DS. I get a lot of use out of the DS. So, Untold Legends, Brotherhood of the Blade, Dynasty Warriors is really fun. Rengoku Coded Arms is one that I remembered playing on the physical console when I owned one, and it's a really fun game. A little bit hard to get used to because it's a first-person shooter, but it's built with the idea that this doesn't exist. So you have to get used to the controls here and here. There's probably a way to tweak it. I didn't figure out how, but hey. Also, Final Fantasy Crisis Core. Awesome game. I haven't beat it, but what I've played, I've really enjoyed. There's a lot of Game Boy Advance games, specifically RPGs that I've been enjoying. Fire Emblem, Pokemon, I guess it's not totally an RPG, but Legend of Zelda, Link to the Past is on the Game Boy Advance. Zone of Ender's Fist of Mars. If you like RPGs, that one is really fun. I really like the combat system in it. Golden Sun's always fun. More Pokemon, of course. The Tony Hawk series on the Game Boy Advance is actually not too bad for an adaptation being moved from from PlayStation 3D models over to like a 2D overhead view. It's interesting. It's not too bad though. Super Mario 64, Paper Mario, of course I've got Legend of Zelda, Ocarina of Time, and Majora's Mask on here, which run very well. Tons of Super Nintendo games, of course. Metal Warriors is a fun game. Killer Instinct, of course, is always a classic. I actually cannot find a working version of Donkey Kong Country. Like, I can get Donkey Kong Country 2 and Donkey Kong Country 3, but I cannot find a copy of it on Happy Chick, the pre-installed game finding software. Super Mario World, of course, Earthbound. And that's just to name a few. I may put together a more complete list of the games that I enjoy and specifically wanted this system for, but for starters, there are some. Here's a couple that you can get off the Android market. Jet Set Radio, love that game, have a lot of fond memories of it, and when I found out you could get it on Android, I bought it long before I ever had the GPD. But now that I have the GPD, it's on here. Tomb Raider Republic is a fun game, but it's kind of a pay-as-you-go. You'll get the first chapter for free, but then after that you have to pay for each additional chapter. GTA 3, GTA Vice City, both of those are fun games. Dragon's Lair, I actually haven't played it on this GPD system yet, so I don't know if the physical controls do you any good, but it's a fun game. Diablo for the PlayStation, awesome game. On here, it really shows you just how poorly it's aged, to be honest. But there you go, short list. Legend of Dragoon's always good. All the Final Fantasies, 7, 8, 9 for the PlayStation are always fun. Fear Effect I started, it was entertaining. Broken Sword, Shadow of the Templars. That one is an interesting click and investigate game that I started. It's interesting, I like it. Crash Bandicoot, of course. So there you go, just a quick video to show you some of the games I have, some of the games I'm interested in, and what I like, what I'm glad to have this GPD XD for. So, if you want to see more videos like this, in the comments for some of my older videos, I got a request to play some Minecraft and also to play Terraria, and I gave a short review on those. So I was very grateful to get those because I don't always know what to do, and I'm new at this. So if you like these videos, please show your support by liking and subscribing. And as always, have an awesome day. This is Contemplate signing off.